Welcome to day 2 of the Follow Your Heart to Love challenge. Today I'm going to be sharing with you one of my hottest tips for how to attract love with ease and grace. So let's just dive in and get started. Have you ever noticed that we have a way of gathering evidence for the beliefs and ideas that we already have? We're just kind of wired to do that. It's part of how we create congruency in our life, so that any belief or idea that we have, we will keep gathering evidence for that. So another way to say that is that what you look for, you find. And I have found this to be very true in my life, that the things that I pay attention to and really actively cultivate are the things that I have more of. So when it comes to love, if you want to be gathering evidence of an abundance of love, you can start gathering evidence of the abundance of love in your life. And here's how you do that. You can write down all the people that you've ever felt really connected to, really a lot of deep love for. Maybe they're still in your life, maybe they were in your life, people that you've really opened your heart to, people that have meant a lot to you. It can be for a moment, or it could be for years and everywhere in between. And I want you to really connect with that feeling of an abundance of love, of your capacity to be abundantly sharing and receiving love. And really notice how that feels. And I want to suggest this because one of the probably more common beliefs that a lot of my clients will bring in, and I've certainly shared this belief, I don't anymore, but I have, is this story about all the good men are taken. And I was just working with a client yesterday, and she was sharing with me how one of her friends had just met this amazing man. And instead of using that as evidence that there are great, amazing men in the world, she defaulted to see another good one taken. So I really worked with her on that because I wanted to help her shift that around to have more of the positive evidence of, see, there's a lot of great men out there. It's just a matter of finding yours. And I remember years ago when I would sometimes see a couple sharing a really sweet moment or a kind of tender way of being together. It's like I would have this pang of jealousy or envy, and it was like, I want that. And then I stepped back and I realized, well, there's actually a lot of that in my life, and I have had that, and I'm quite sure that I will have that. I'm going to put my attention to how it's already here, how I've already experienced it, as a way to welcome and allow more of it. So here's your practice. I really want to encourage you to very proactively think about and maybe even commit to paper what I like to call your evidence log. These are the people that you have really felt deeply loved by, a lot of love for. Don't mention the ones that you have felt hurt or betrayed by. That's not for this exercise. And again, all of that lives inside of you. So let yourself feel it in your body. Let yourself feel it in your heart. Gather evidence. And then when you go out in the world, in your day-to-day, I want you to really antenna for anybody in particular, but especially men who show you kindness or graciousness or warmth, who open a door for you, who say a nice compliment to you. So maybe somebody you're dating takes you out on a special evening and gets it just right? Let that matter, because when you let it matter rather than discounting it, you're actually affirming to yourself that there is an abundance of goodness and an abundance of good men in the world available. It's just a matter of being more and more receptive to that. So I'd love to hear how this goes. Remember to share anything that you feel like. I want to invite you to, maybe come right up to your edge of what feels entirely safe or comfortable, because part of thriving love is taking chances and sharing a little bit more about what's tender and vulnerable. This is a totally safe place to do that. There's no judgment. There's no assessment. And if you want some help kind of really discovering how to cultivate this practice for you, I'd be happy to hop on a call with you and walk you through it. Or maybe there's an edge that's coming up for you. Maybe there's an undercurrent of a belief of something that just can't quite get there. Let's explore that. You can reach out to me and we'll set a time for you to get some support. So stay tuned. Day 3 is a really juicy topic, and I'll be posting on it tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.